I had a pretty funny experience last night where
Oh yeah.
I launched.
At the bar.
No, that was 2 nights ago.
Oh. Okay.
There's funny experiences there too, but we podcasted about it a bit anyway. But no, oop, game too loud. Game way too loud. Dang. Okay. I launched a furry erotica game because it's one of my go-tos for thing where I just wanted to kind of half-consciously poke at a game and kind of just have some novel visuals and make mild progress, but it has to be something. I don't want to play an online competitive thing because it's too high energy / keeps me awake when I'm winding down for bed. But also, I can't play anything that I might cover on the channel later, so it makes me not want to cover anything that... anything, basically. It makes me not want to play anything, because the paralyzing part of that part. So, one of the good solutions I've had is to play erotica, because, well, like, not counting visual...
You can't exactly play that on YouTube.
Yeah, like, visual novels are one thing, where it's just like... where it's like erotic text. Although there's like I feel like you can cap out on like erotic text where eventually it kind of becomes undoable. But games that just are pornographic are uncoverable. So I'm like, well, this is safe. And it's funny because some of them are Metroidvanias, some of them are beat 'em ups. Like they're all these different genres. The game that I was playing last night was called Lust, and it's a furry Darkest Dungeon, where it's 4 people facing off against 4 people, and you have a bunch of moves that you can only use if you're in a certain position in your party configuration, and can only attack certain targets in the enemy configuration. Like, it's just Darkest Dungeon. Except, instead of having the stress meter that made everyone go insane in that game, you just have a lust meter, which has obvious implications, I guess. But the reason I'm saying all this is because the standout detail about all this was the fact that I like not 10 minutes into starting this game, one of the enemies that clearly must be like a Patreon backer like self-insert reward thing is just someone's Hrothgar.
Oh.
Like very explicitly and obviously there just was a Hrothgar, and I was like, hang on a minute. Wait, can you even do that? And like at the end of the day,
why not? I mean,
yeah, like at the end of the day, they just are like big cat men. But let's see, I'll put it in the voice chat channel real quick for reference. But like, that is very obviously not just a big cat man. That is someone's Hrothgar. Like
yeah, that is just
yeah. Every element of their design screams that's the Hrothgar, obviously. But then you see the part where specifically. They don't have the V-shaped chest fur that the Hrothgar have, but he does have a V-shaped outline anyway for some reason. And most notably, though, he just has the horns that are a cosmetic in this game. And he's wearing the... actually, wait, I know what jacket that is.
Yeah, that's the Eorzea.
Yeah, that's the exact jacket I wanted before, but both of my hairstyles on my original, before they added more hairstyles, both clipped through the collar because it's popped collar. So I know that exact jacket and horns, and I'm like, you can't just pretend this is some random big cat that's specifically a Final Fantasy XIV character in this other game.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was a Patreon reward.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's up front. That was my premise. Is I'm pretty sure that this is a Patreon like Persona self-insert reward.
Yeah,
that was my first guess. Let's see, Shaken Resolve.
Yep. Hero? Gods, it's good to see you. I hope you being here means you've had your fill of rest? Androids? That's not a real word.
wow.
More than my fill. You know there's a weekly quest that goes on for months? Well, you've certainly earned it. Not much has happened since your last visit. I had planned for you to meet that helper I told you about, but he refuses to answer his link pearl. I do hope he's alright. We've been exchanging messages with the Eorzean Alliance throughout, though. They say the fighting has finally stopped at Grimlit Dark, and that the Empire's shown no sign of movement. Which means we might actually have a moment to ourselves for a change. Seeing as you're back, maybe you could tell me more about your time in the First.
Tataru, you just did the one thing that you're never supposed to do. Basically say that it's quiet outside.
Wow, what a normal, boring day. I wonder why it's the middle of a quest. Something might happen. Great. Oh, and if you don't mind, I'd like to ask Flamen to join us. She'll want to know what happened to Minfilia, and I think it's best she hears it from you. Remember her? She's from, like, Heaven's Ward. 2 expansions ago. She comes up sometimes.
Well,
we'll meet you on the terrace at the House of Splendors. We have not dealt with this character for a while, but she was Minfilia's mother.
Well, adoptive, yes.
Yeah.
No, she came out of her.
Oh, we don't need to teleport. She's like across the street.
Yeah, I just instinctively teleported. It's technically faster.
Technically.
Going through a loading screen anyways, goodness.
But how will you show off your cool drone that I got and Andrew doesn't have?
Wow.
I saved it. I got 300k.
I'm really bad at.
Oh, you got the drone?
Yeah. Is she up here? There she is.
Hang on. Here. Yep. There we go. Now we can definitely make fun of him.
Yeah. This is the new T-post for
fun.
dominance is drone over Andrew. It's so absurd. Just a stupid mount. I immediately removed several mounts from my favorites just to make this one show up more often.
Oh my god.
You know, I'm starting to wonder if we've been saying her name wrong this entire time.
Maybe. I don't remember what we said it was before even, because it's been maybe more than a year since she's been in the story.
I'm just wondering if that's an I and not an L, and we've been just saying it wrong this entire time.
That sounds like their problem. They should have made the font more legible.
I need more apostrophed characters in my line of sight to test whether or not they normally capitalize the letter afterwards, but I don't see any from here.
Yeah, let me double check, because I think Yoshtola's name is capitalized with the S.
It's fine. Do your old lady voice, Andrew.
Hero, it has been too long. Tataru did mention that I would be joining you, did she not? Oh, let me get up. Thank you. Words cannot well express how I've longed to know more of the first. This world Minfilia has sacrificed so much to save. But come, rest your feet. Tataru should be arriving shortly.
Your daughter is dead. Oh.
Exposition.
What the? Ma'am?
And so Minfilia chose to pass on her gifts to the next oracle? This girl who Thancred named Reen?
To have such a burden thrust upon her as a child, only to embrace it when given the choice. In that respect, they are quite alike. It would seem her legacy is indeed in capable hands. Hero, might I ask a favor of you when you return to the first? To tell Rhine that what I cannot? To tell her, thank you.
I don't like how small those glasses are.
And I would offer thanks to you as well. Thank you for you staying with her to the end.
Yeah.
Like, I can only read when I cross my eyes.
Oh, look, it's a person we totally don't know, but we really should. Who is this? Oh, it's the random pirate dude from.
Well, you do
time
pirate
ago
voices.
I do.
So you're wrong. I actually don't know who this guy is.
Real? Begging your pardon, but could I have a word?
Riol, I hope you're here to tell me you've received proper word from our helper.
I wish. Nay. I've not had a peep out of him, and it's been a good long while now. Too bloody long. On account of which, I'm going to sneak over the border and see if I can't get a signal to him from closer up.
What if they catch you? There must be another way.
Well, it ain't as if we can ask Thengred to do it. Besides, I shouldn't have no trouble picking me way through Grimlet. Now the fighting's dying down. Goodness, starting to dip into the. Gods know that there's enough shadows to hide in. And it beats waiting around here twiddling me thumbs. Any road? I just thought I'd let you know. Now I'd best be. I nearly forgot. Kryle's at the stones, and she's wanting a word. Something to do with the patients. She was getting ready to examine them again when I left. Oh, goodness.
Kryle wants a word. She just knows she's had stupid fox ears on her hat this whole time, and no one told her.
Oh.
We'd best head back, then. I'm sure it's important.
Yeah. Very.
Apparently my voice is just not doing well today.
Goodbye, Flamen. We'll probably never talk to you again.
Probably not. Also, have you changed your hair again, Andrew?
Did he? I don't think he. I think that his hair's been like that since. I think his hair's been like that ever since the Sin Eater thing happened.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably just.
I think it's just he's wearing armor now, so it contrasts differently.
Yeah.
He looks like a paladin. Flamen's weird. I can't remember if she ever had an impact on the plot.
No.
They just kind of like introduced a massive cast in A Realm Reborn, and then kept giving us a few more to the point where like, and here's their family, and then immediately Heavensward was like, this is a problem. Time to kill some characters and then split up the entire party for the entire expansion because oh my god, we can't this. We can't constantly refer to all these characters every time we try to do anything.
This murder.
It seems she's still examining them. Oh, I do hope it's nothing bad.
You're here. Good.
So, how are they?
Still locked in slumber, but otherwise in good physical health. For the present, at least.
For the present? Oh no, is something wrong with them?
I'm afraid there may be. I summoned you after detecting faint signs of instability in Thancred's corporeal ether. But subsequent examination suggested all 5 might be affected. And when I examined them just now, my fears were confirmed. Tellingly, the degree of instability varies between them. Thancred exhibits the most notable signs, followed by Y'shtola and Eorzea. The twins' ether, meanwhile, remains relatively stable, but there is a change there too if one knows to look for it.
Hold on. Isn't that the order they were called away in?
Indeed. Which leads me to believe the instability will only increase with time. Though I can but speculate, I fear this may be a symptom of a weakening link between body and soul.
By the gods! What happens if the link is broken?
I cannot say for certain. This is all unknown territory to us. Yet whatever happens, it cannot be good. Mercifully, the instability is still only slight. And you may rest assured Master Matoya and I will do everything in our power to keep it from worsening. Be that as it may, it is imperative that you find a way to restore our friends' souls to their bodies.
Make me.
I think where the story is going is I think we're gonna lose Thancred. Is
You think he's gonna stay there with a new Minfilia or whatever?
Yeah, it's somewhat biased by
Yeah.
the fact that I was just talking about how the game has since the beginning has had too many characters, and they immediately started trying to figure out how to reduce the number of characters by making them sit out entire expansions, or like in the last expansion, Ishtola immediately suffered a major wound and then just sat out the entire expansion recovering. This expansion, this specific cast of characters all got summoned away, which effectively undid every other character in the entire world from the setting. So that's another way of paring down the plot. The Red Wedding thing did that, where it reduced our party to just being basically it was just her. It was just Tataru and the twins, right? It's like they keep doing tricks to try to deal with how there's too many characters. So as a result, I think like, okay, well, Thancred's story is really tied up in Minfilia and Irene, and kind of feels over in some ways. Like they've kind of struggled to come up with what to do with Thancred for the last couple of expansions. So it feels like
at this
he would
point acting as a final mentor until his role is complete. Once Irene figures out how to successfully use
from
her
all the
powers.
setup we've had so far, it feels like he's just going to end up living his life out on the first instead of here, and that gives them a little bit more of an out, because they already they're trying to bring Estinian into the party more and more, like in the main plot. He's just kind of waiting for us to show up again, and they've brought back the villain of the first game as a major character now. It's like, oh fuck, there's gonna be so many characters again. Maybe we should
wonder if
shed one again.
in part the instability is also being caused by, as it was stated, like right now the time is synced up almost exactly between the first and the source. What if that's starting to waver? And that could also be contributing to both the instability and the possibility of Thancred just dying.
Could be, but it seems
Thancred
unlikely
has
just
stop
because
time.
that entire thing is a gameplay contrivance for why we can hop between the two settings.
Right. We
So
can hop
as long
between
as
them
long
for
as
now,
the
but-
story is happening, I don't think it's gonna get out of sync.
Right, but we're in part 3 at this point. So it is possible that at the end of Shadowbringers, time could just unsync.
It could be, but I'm just saying that it's hard to say that it's losing stability if there's no change or drift, because there can't be. But anyway,
Yeah, there can't be until like we are finished with the story.
or else the rest of the righteous, eh?
I realize you've only just returned from saving 2 worlds, but time is not on our side.
But where's he even supposed to start? We had the greatest minds in the realm hunting high and low for an answer, and they ran out of places to look.
You stated in your report that the Exarch had originally intended to reverse the summoning process by means of his own death, correct? Raha always was a reckless young fool, ready to die for the first righteous cause that came along. His plan might well have worked, but I for one am glad he never had the opportunity to see it through. Even if it does mean our friends must remain stranded a while longer. There is another way, I am sure of it. And the key lies with him, with the Exarch. Pray return to the first and apprise him and the others of the situation. We, meanwhile, will do what we can from here. And, if the fates are kind, we will have good news to share upon your return.
Well, okay. Wait, what?
Did you do? Speak with the Crystal Exarch in the Ocular.
Oh, that's weird.
The Crystarium. I really gotta finish this honoring family quest that's been hovering on the side of my screen for months.
Definitely wouldn't be a bad idea. Is that one of your class quests, or?
No, I got midway through the quest to unlock the snake faction and then got interrupted and then haven't gone back to it for a long time. It's one of those annoying factions you have to do like multiple entire quest changes to unlock it. So it's just like such a process. Got business with the Elksock?
I gotta change back to my...
Ready for work.
Job's done.
Job's done. I can tell that Andrew's not here because his health bar isn't a health bar yet. There he is.
There we go. Sorry, the guy wasn't talking to me. I was getting kind of annoyed with it.
Did you try pressing A?
No. Never. Wait, who was Exarch? Was it me?
It's Effie.
It used to be purple, but yeah.
Oh yeah, then you go, Effie.
Ah, hero, you returned. I hope your time in the source was suitably restful.
Yeah.
Ah, but of course it wasn't. Go on. Their corporeal ether shows signs of instability. By the gods, the possibility never even occurred to me. If you ever turned in the...
Bunch of wimps.
If you have returned in the hope that my research has yielded a solution, I fear you will be sorely disappointed. 'Tis but a mercy we have the likes of Mistress Kryl and Master Matoya to keep our friends' bodies safe while we wrestle with the problem. But they cannot forestall the separation of body and soul indefinitely. Come, the others must be told.
Uh-oh. Do we have to?
We're going to require a human sacrifice.
Hero, throw yourself off the nearest cliff, quick.
We need your we're gonna need your edgiest soul. Oh, Thancred will do.
Speaking of Thancred, he's not here. Neither is Oriange.
Cool, we can plan his demise.
Easy. He'll never know what hit him.
Oh, there's Oriange.
Pray excuse my late arrival.
No.
Will Thancred and Reen not be joining us?
Nay, milady. With apologies to all, they beg leave to pursue their investigation of the empty to its conclusion. Should matters here demand their presence, however, they did assure me that they would make themselves available.
Yes, of course. Then let us proceed. I think it best that you begin by providing a summary of Mistress Kryl's findings.
I suppose it was only to be expected that some change would occur.
Yet our souls seem unaffected, to my eye at least. How long they will remain so is another question. Kryl is right. It is imperative we find a way to return to the source.
Perhaps an explanation of the method by which I brought you here will yield some inspiration. Ere I begin, it must be noted that I am by no means a gifted mage. In order to employ powerful magics, I must rely upon the Crystal Tower and its boundless reservoirs of energy. The magic that summoned you was no exception. 'Tis a singular spell, adapted through painstaking effort from the technique that transported me to the first. To use an analogy, it works by cutting a hole in the fabric of reality. A hole tailored to the object of summoning, through which it and it alone may pass unscathed. Though I succeeded in creating said hole, I failed to latch onto my intended target. Instead of you, the spell found those close to you, and ended up summoning them in incomplete state. I would not soon throw my life away, not after the lengths you and yours went to save it. And so long as I breathe, I will spare no effort to see you safely home. But should all else fail, and your lives be at stake, there remains one sure method.
What was that for?
How can you even entertain such thoughts? You owe your life to the Warrior of Light, and you don't get to die unless he says so.
Your followers await your divine judgment.
What did you just...
If the two of you have finished, perhaps we could return to our discussion? Rather than dwelling upon the multiple failed attempts at transference, I think it would behoove us to focus on the solitary success. I would draw your attention to the fact that our friend can travel between worlds possessed not only of his body and soul, but his personal effects besides. This is no different from the teleportation magics to which we are all accustomed. Magics that allow for the transportation of those inanimate objects one considers to be an extension of oneself.
Are you suggesting that simply by considering us his possessions, he could carry our souls back to the source upon his person?
Well, it would be nice if things were that simple for a change. But vague notions of ownership seem a rather tenuous thing to stake our lives on. So much as a moment of doubt on his part, and we'd be left floating in the rift.
Milady hath the right of it. The requisite fixity of belief would be too much to ask even of our friend. Yet, were we to immure our souls within an object in his possession, mayhap then our safe passage could be assured. White Eorzea would, I believe, serve as a suitable vessel for this purpose. It was conceived to imprison the massy soul of an Ascian, and should house one of ours with relative ease. We would need only to ensure our soul's safe preservation inside the stone, and identify a means by which they might be transferred back unto our vacant bodies.
Soul preservation and transference. I believe I know of someone who may be able to assist us. On the far shore of the source, there stands a great palace built by the elves. It was forsaken in the wake of the flood, but a certain Numo chose to make their home there soon after. Though they have long lived as a recluse, they once occupied a place of honor in Verbert's royal court, and it is said that none in all of Norvrand is more knowledgeable than they on matters of the soul.
Well, I've no objection to seeking a helping hand, but if they've gone to such lengths to hide themselves away from the world, what makes you think they'd be willing to lend us one?
A worthy question. Years ago, I myself tried and failed to solicit their cooperation in the battle against the Sin Eaters. No sooner had I begun to make my plea than they unleashed a swarm of their familiars upon me. Unlike me, however, you have curried favor with the Fae Folk. By that merit alone, I am hopeful that they would grant you an audience. They may still be inclined to turn you away, of course, but if their knowledge might feasibly facilitate your return home, we have to try.
Let's do it.
Food.
Food. food.
Would you like food?
No.
This is the most I've ever played a game without ever actually learning what the stats mean.
Which stats are you curious about?
Just all of them. I'm not really that curious about them. I'm just saying I don't know what that. I'm just saying I don't know what the stats mean. Every time I get an option for food or whatever, I'm like, oh, this has got like tenacity or whatever. I'm like, I don't know. I've never learned what these stats are because you just click optimize, and I've never played a part of the game where you need to choose gear in any ideal way. So whenever buff food or comes up, I'm like, I don't know.
Just pick the same stuff your armor is.
Get whatever,
basically.
it's fine. Alright, Crystal Exarch.
Yeah, cause whoever.
A grand adventure. Oh, finally.
The Grand The Grand Cosmos. That is the place that we seek. Stands on the opposite shore of the source. I will arrange for a boat to carry us there.
All aboard! Bom bom.
Whilst thou journeyest thither. Oh goodness, this is Eorzea. Right, I should have figured. Whilst thou journeyest thither, I think it best that I devote mine energies to the creation of white orosite. By thy leave, of course. The process requireth no small amount of time, and should the new Mu consent to lend us their aid, we will have need of a suitable vessel ere long. Agreed. Then I would ask the rest of you to meet me in Sullen, and do be prepared for a warm reception.
Yay. Bye, everybody. I'm out of here. Wait, where do we actually have to go?
Teleport to Fort Job.
I don't want to teleport to a job.
Speak with Crystal Exarch and Sullen.
Where are we teleporting to? What the
Fort Job.
Going off to
Fort-
Sad
Fort-
Town. There we go.
Okay.
It's a funny detail, but along with not wanting to change my character's face, it also feels weird to ever change his standing posture.
Why?
It feels like that'd be like changing like his personality in a way. Like you pick an idle animation, and then that just like is the way he always like defaults to standing after a few seconds. And if you change that, it feels like you've like switched him with somebody else. Like it's a doppelganger. It's a body snatcher. Who are you? What have you done with the real Zev?
Maybe he's matured. He's grown up. He's a different person now. His stance has changed. He's more confident.
Once we get there, I gotta step away for just a moment.
Wow.
How dare you?
I know.
Wow.
Terrible.
I can't believe this.
Yep. Terrible with me. I know.
Tragedy. Well, I want
I'm
this
glad to be
almost like I
back
have
to not playing
responsibility.
PvP for a while. That
You liking that much, huh?
PvP is torture.
I need to get back to PvP actually, so I can get up to rank 25. And also to get more tomes. Actually, here, I'll finish this conversation up because there's probably a dungeon here in a moment.
Yeah, there's a dungeon here, so.
Oh, it's gonna be a
that's
dungeon?
neat. Yeah.
I can't help but notice that you've suspiciously stayed as a tank.
Oh, no. As I told you before, I had scarcely set foot on the palace grounds when I was set upon by a host of familiars, and I expect our reception today to be no different. Which is why I propose we march through the main gate, weapons drawn.
This music does not fit.
No, it doesn't. It's great.
Not at all.
I'm sorry, but are we not here to petition for assistance? You can't honestly think barging in looking for a fight is going to persuade them. Actually, I believe the Exarch may have the right of it. They have no doubt poured a great deal of time and energy into their creations. Were I them, I should be most interested to meet with those who could overcome my defenses.
As would any true seeker of knowledge. And there is little we can say or do to convince them to help us if we know nothing of their character. nor less why they chose to hide themselves from the world. But if we can seize their interest, mayhap we can earn ourselves an audience.
This feels like very tenuous logic. Feels more like they're just like, hey, listen, this patch needed a dungeon. Weapons drawn it is then. Though I must say, Exarch, you certainly seem to be enjoying all this.
You know, man, back hanging out with the gang.
Do I? Well, I will not deny that I enjoyed the thought of fighting alongside you all rather than pacing about inside the Crystal Tower.
You both seem to be in rather high spirits, if you ask me. Not that I'm surprised. Your moods invariably improve when the hero's around.
What? Damn, what are all these?
What exactly are you implying?
He averted a calamity, and the light which seemed seemed destined to consume him has been extinguished. It is only natural that we be pleased to see him.
We are his harem. Yes, well, you will have plenty of time to celebrate his good health after we've finished here.
Wow.
Of course. Then let us proceed to the palace. And by that, I mean, pause whilst I go do things.
Wow. You're celebrating my good health. Be sure to use 2 hands.
I think that's vitality, not health.
What do those words mean separately to you?
Vitality is more like a mix between health and energy, whereas health is just
mean like,
straight up.
Do you mean
like
stamina?
Are you dead or not? No, stamina is like your muscles' strength limit, like the ability for your muscles to continue pushing forward, have a stamina meter. It's like, I don't know, but running, or it's like an action that requires the use of multiple muscles moving, and there's a limit on that. That's what stamina is related to. Whereas vigor, I would consider to be like energy, like emotional energy, like you're excited, or like whatever. Like vigor would be tied into more like the mental side, where stamina is more the physical.
That became a lot of different health words. Are we ready to dungeon? Yeah. And
no, because Andrew is currently a paladin.
I am? Well, yeah. What else am I going to be? I don't have another higher level character. Sorry, buddy.
Fucked me.
I didn't have time.
You fucked me. You've had so much warning.
I did not.
You've unlocked a Reaper, but you've done nothing with it.
What do you? I tried. I was trying to level up Reaper.
I guess I'll be a machinist. It's okay. People will get to see me tank one day.
I will try this week.
And I'll be out of practice.
It's okay, Keith. You'll get your opportunity.
I have you set as...
All right, chat. You heard it.
Andrew,
here.
It doesn't matter.
Now.
We need to the stream. We need to the dungeon.
Make sure you bug Andrew throughout the week
I'm
to get
set
his.
as a paladin.
It's not time to troubleshoot.
I can't do anything else.
No, I'm saying like.
No,
I'm saying like stop looking at the other stuff. It's time to do this.
Okay.
It's not the time to troubleshoot YouTube thingies.
Off to the grand cosmos.
Okay. Well,
Here we go.
I'm very confused. That's fine.
Yeah, everybody make sure you bug Andrew throughout the week to get his Reaper up to 80 rather.
Why can't I just pay to make this go away?
You can.
You can.
I can?
You can.
Yeah, you can pay to max out any character.
Well, not max out.
Oh my god.
We'll get it up to 80. That's a
interesting. How much are we talking about? Coffee?
$20.
Dinner?
They're like all the most popular things.
Dinner.
They're like all the most popular things in the store are like the character skip purchases.
Oh,
I
not
don't like
Reaper
that.
or
That sounds
Sage.
pretty sad.
So
actually.
any other class other than Reaper or Sage.
Yeah, well, if you could buy it, he could just make it any class, though, so it's easy. But at that point, I don't think Reaper was even his preference, it's just the one he had the closest as.
Mm-hmm.
I gave him like a month of advance warning, but okay.
Oh god. Oh god.
Alright, I'm not tanking. I was like, how do I AoE all these?
Wait, what? Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Oh well. There we go.
What a coincidence, Andrew's also not tanking.
Wow. I was
getting beat up.
how to play the video game. Here, I'll move him away from you.
Yep, I'm just gonna stop the stream.
What? Is it really going that badly?
Yeah, no, it's just stopping. It's not working. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just give up on it.
Ooh, that's wild.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what causes that. Just sometimes you'll just stop. It's like YouTube just stops receiving sufficient data from you. I don't know what that is. Oh well. It would matter if I made a living streaming. I'd be like, I better get to the bottom of this. But I don't. It's debatable whether I even make any money at all from streams. So it's like, oh.
Really? You should
Guess
be able
it's not
to see
working.
that. It shows you as different revenue streams if you look
Yeah,
on the
it's technically
ad revenue thing, I
trackable. It's
think.
just that I get like 20 people on an okay day. So it's not really comparable to like your daily viewership of actual videos.
That's
Plus,
true.
to be fair, you also don't really pay attention to chat necessarily, so.
Well, that's
When are you gonna play Darkest Dungeon? I'm gonna keep asking till you answer
tomorrow.
me. No, I don't like.
What do you mean I've been banned from chatting?
I don't like the entire dynamic of streaming and chatting with your audience and like fostering these kinds of odd relationships with people that you don't really know, and like making them feel like they're a part of your little community. Like it's too parasocial and weird. It encourages unhealthy relationships that already happen without me doing that, so I don't need to encourage them even more by being a streamer.
Yeah, wait a second. Obviously, I think there's usually a balance. I think finding the like intent of communication with chat is the most important. Like Keith does that all the time, where someone will say stuff in chat, but it's about like using. I think it's about referencing chat as a whole rather than individual acknowledgement.
Yeah, every now and then I bring in a topic that chat has brought up.
Yeah. And I think that's more healthy as a way to interact.
Yeah, instead of the whole notice me senpai thing going on.
Yeah. That's the. Blah! All right. It's difficult. Don't touch me, please, bird thing. Sorry, I'm gonna turn this way a little bit. I realized I was pointing at the healer.
What could go wrong?
Ideal.
Yep.
Oh, what are they doing? What is it doing? Okay, gross. Oh, the mops are gonna come by. Careful about the mops.
They're sweeping.
Oh lord. Oh lord.
They're here to
sweep.
clean us out. Ooh.
Genuinely wasn't ready for that. Stack, stack, stack.
With the surprise swirl.
Oh. Run, run, run. Ah. What a fool you are.
Seeker of solitude. You can have solitude in hell.
Oh my god.
How does that
A little
sound?
aggressive, no? Poor guy.
Immortal anathema.
Oh fuck. Alright, Mop's coming in again. Oh, run away! Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Take my lumps. Okay. I'm about to get swept.
Don't get swept.
Oh!
They have such
guys are
predictable
pushy.
trajectories.
Yeah, but, you know, I got like a potato brain. Uh-oh. I'm gonna get crushed. Oh, my heart. Good job, guys. He's dead. Look what you've done.
We've done it.
Oh, wait. Oh,
Is it not over? Wait, I'm scared.
I don't know. It was still beeping after the fact, and I was like, just a little worried about that.
As the last hurrah of the boss, just dying.
I like this. I like big old castle gardens inside of castles. They're always fun. It's a great scenery choice. What are these? What the fuck are these? Wait, what are these?
Porksies.
Bell
Just
porksies.
very small ones.
Bell Porksy. That sounds like the name a celebrity would give their child.
Porksy pig.
Orcsy pig? Not like
What was
not
Elon
that,
Musk's new
Jesus.
kid named? Like Mechagodzilla?
Like Eon Aether? I don't know.
Eon Aether.
I can't, like, I would love to, like, they all have to be changing their names, right?
Especially the
Just
one who
wait
was named
until-
AEX12 or whatever.
John Madden.
It just doesn't seem...
How did he say
I
that
don't
was
know.
pronounced again? It was some weird
I don't care how he
pronunciation.
thinks it should be pronounced. It's not a real word. Can't trick me.
My
I'm the
controversial
person who
take,
makes the most
is it-
real.
as far as celebrity child names go, my controversial take is that Northwest is kind of a cool name.
Northwest? Like the
Yeah.
direction?
Kanye West named his kid North. And like that's actually kind
Okay,
of
yeah, that's
that's pretty alright.
Oh.
Northwest is a pretty good name.
Okay. Sorry, I thought it meant like literally all one word Northwest.
No.
I was like, that's a really fucking
Your
dumb
name is Northwest.
Yeah, that's okay. That
North
works.
Paws West. Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, I
Yeah.
would still bully the shit out of that kid, but it works.
Just fun names.
Also, would be really awful to join the military. Do not join the military with that name. That would be awful.
Private Northwest.
Go Northwest. Yeah, thanks. Not rooting for you, idiot. Go Northwest.
God.
Just had to type out a quick reply. Alright, I'm back.
But that would be a good platoon leader. All right, team. I need you guys to go me.
That'd be a horrible name. Be a horrible name to have when you have to give directions. Just gonna have to go meet Northwest. To the south. Sorry, who's on first?
What?
Oh, do you not know that?
No, the next response is who's on first, what's on second, and I don't know who's on third.
Oh yeah.
And why did you say what?
God damn it, Andrew.
What are you whatting about?
With Andrew, you can never tell if it's a bit.
I really can't.
That's the best part. Oh, no, wait, I gotta turn it around.
Because Andrew also just doesn't know things.
Yeah, that's great. That's the
tricky.
best part about not knowing things. It's scarier when you think you know something.
Andrew never thinks he knows something. Oh,
No.
what's this witness garden ass room?
Okay, you need to remove the seeds from the garden area.
Then just put them down?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, I got him
I
out.
did my duty. I'm doing my part. Ah! I didn't like that.
Oh, they turn into little monsters. Funny. What is this thing? It's just like a poison ivy harpy?
Like a dryad or something, basically.
A dryad? Wait, do
Essentially.
dryads have wings?
I don't
Or is
know.
that like an exoskeleton?
The dryad I'm used to is like a centaur, but naturey.
The WoW one?
Yeah. But I never know what's
Yeah.
standard and what's an embellishment. Ain't none of them exist anyway.
What? How could you say that?
Wyvern.
Oh my god. I think some of the best. Seeds. They're all out of.
Some of them are
this
gonna
thing?
they're gonna get blown over. So
So you want to make them? You gotta make sure they
Wow.
land. They don't get blown forward into a tile.
Oh, I gotta pick up this.
Better
net.
move that one.
Nope.
Oh no!
Well, we got one.
You blew it. We're all gonna die.
Shit.
We're all gonna die.
Yes, Andrew, go ahead and stand on me. That's a great idea.
Well, I have to not
He's
get
just
hit
testing
by the
you.
thing. Yeah, wake up.
Grab a brush for a little makeup. Why did you leave the keys
I
up
don't
on
know
the
why I put
table? Oh, you wanted to.
The context of that song changes greatly with that kind of tone of voice.
Yeah.
Why am I winning
thinking of,
all of the drops?
What's it called? Like the listening to Stan, but with a positive attitude.
Oh no. I don't think there's a positive take on Stan. You'd have to rewrite it.
Oh yeah, you could have it. You could definitely have it positive.
I drank a fifth of vodka. Dare me to drive?
Yeah, yeah. I
I got my girlfriend in the trunk. That way she suffers and dies too. I don't think you can make that one jolly.
Well, 'cause you're doing it like the Joker. You're not supposed to do it like the Joker.
I don't think those lyrics can become jolly. They're explicitly involve murdering someone.
No. See, this is you're lacking imagination here. Give me a second. Once we finish killing these things, I'll show you. Believe. Stop doing that. Wait, why can't I kick one of them? Kick one of them. There we go. What? It would not let me target these little guys.
Suddenly door.
Okay, so when you're saying stuff like that, you have to be sarcastic, okay? So it's important to, you don't want to obviously just say it with like a stern or like overly cheery voice. If you're going to say something horrific, you have to say it in a sarcastic tone. No, that's seductive. You're not trying to seductive. You're not trying to seduce them. I mean, I don't know. I don't think, no, you're not trying to seduce anybody. The idea is just to be sarcastic.
This room feels like the setup for a logic puzzle.
The woman in the
God,
white
this room
dress is sitting next to the one that owns a German Shepherd.
Just like parse it all out. That's one of the weirdest elements of. I always think about how like that kind of puzzle that I was used to doing in school and was like a fun activity when I was a 6th grader. One of those was the puzzle to unlock a door in Dishonored, and I was like, why did they do this? Why would you create? Why would you make why would you lock a door with a children's logic puzzle in universe? Like, what the fuck?
Hey, you know what? Some people, you'd be surprised the kind of pin codes that some people put on their phones and stuff like that. So sometimes simple.
1,
is
2,
just
3,
better
4,
some
for example.
Yeah. You know who did it? I bet an old person did. They got enough passwords to remember. It's real easy to remember that one game they played like 700 times as a kid. And if you're lucky, kids don't play it anymore, so they'll forget how to play it. And it's an actually secure lock all of a sudden. Lost knowledge.
It's not like it's
Wait,
the
do
code to
kids
my
still do
luggage or
the-
anything. No, definitely
Do
not.
kids still do like the little thing with the circle on the hand? Like when they make the OK symbol and they punch you?
I feel like luggage is
still
an
a thing?
example of one of those things that's not really worth having actual security on. It's just like, I don't know.
I
just-
feel
just
like
pick a
you're not
number.
getting the Spaceballs reference.
I mean, you can't in the
I
US
don't
anyways.
like
It
movie
always gets
Spaceballs. I didn't find Spaceballs very entertaining, so it didn't stick with me.
Fair enough. Oof. It is definitely not for everyone.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Wrong button press. Goodbye, horse. Oh,
I definitely
the
laughed
dance
way more,
movie.
for example, at like the Barbie movie than I ever did at Spaceballs. It's like very different style. I laughed more at like Horrible Bosses, which is a movie people have forgotten at this point. But
I think his history of the entire world is really good.
the YouTube video,
No. No.
You have sullied this house long enough. Come, Lucas, our guests yet want for company.
Wow, that's some serious heartburn.
I mean, it is a fire elemental.
Insatiable flame.
Daddy.
All right. Let's prove that.
Remember to use two hands when satiating the flame.
Are you satiated yet? Whomp. Turn
Why is
around,
there a piano
buddy.
and sofas?
It's probably
What?
like Super Mario 64.
Do I play the piano during the fight to satiate the flame?
Oh, he's scorching left, guys. Watch out.
Wait, Andrew would have to do it because only women can play the piano.
That's a hot take.
Yes.
It's a
That's
Resident Evil
true.
reference. In the Resident Evil games, women mysteriously play the piano at various points to solve puzzles, and the men can't do it.
Look, sometimes.
Run to a piece of furniture.
Oh, that's what this is for.
Oh.
No, I was in the middle of my cooldown.
You fool.
Well, now I know why those are there.
Well, we can only do that once.
Yeah, so if you could politely not do
Wait,
that
wait.
again, despite only being 1/5 the way into the fight.
What is he doing?
He's gonna strike towards you.
Haha. Oh, he's going in like order? Or is he? Okay.
Oh, and he's gonna light the velvet stripes on fire. Yep, there we go.
Is that good or bad?
We're burning
That's
all the
bad.
curtains. What is this, The Last Jedi?
That's bad? We don't
Yeah,
want
we're
him to
out
burn
of things to burn.
That's fine.
It's not fine.
Look, more things to burn.
I'll be fine.
And don't stand near furniture with this. Oh, well.
Well,
Hey, we should have enough.
We definitely don't.
Yeah, we do. We're fine. I'm gonna burn him. Joke's on you. I'm dead.
Oh, I died.
Yeah, the flame has a way of doing that to people.
Oh, did I get the flame countdown? I think I missed it.
That's why we need pieces of furniture.
Oh no. This is one of those dungeons where you get your party members really mad at you when you're tanking in random queue. Like, I'm sorry, I don't know what's happening.
Goodbye, cruel world.
You got squished.
Hold on, I'm coming back.
You can't run back in.
No, I'm here. I was resurrected.
Oh, you got rezzed.
Wait.
They're saying you're running all the way back.
No. No.
Triple
Hello?
digits. Tank stance? Oh. Nope, never mind.
I am in tank stance.
Saying please provoke. Were you not tanking?
I was provoking. I clicked provoke. I'm on cooldown for provoke because I clicked it. He's still not even looking at me. Fuck you guy. The audacity.
Quick, res us, Andrew.
I wish. Oh yeah.
Well,
could you not? Oh, this is gonna burn. Do I have any furniture?
Nope. Yeah, you gotta try and avoid lighting the furniture on fire. As best you can.
Yeah, great.
Unless it's with the immortal flame, rather. Not immortal, immortal.
Ooh, not the left hook.
is Andrew gonna do the thing that I keep doing?
What?
While I was leveling Dark Knight, I undid almost every single wipe that ever happened during a boss fight.
Really?
What happened is the entire party would wipe, and then and even if the boss was still like 40% up, I would just solo the boss. I'm like,
hologram failed.
I'm like, as a Dark Knight, my main combo has regeneration in it. So
I'm sorry, is it Dark Nut?
Dark Knight.
Yeah, Dark Knight.
You've been playing too much Zelda lately?
My Dark Knight is a cat. Dark nuts are Dobermans.
What?
Wind Waker establishes that dark nuts are Dobermans. They're dogs. Yep. And so I just assume that in every other game under their armor, they're still furries. Because they don't have their helmets on in Wind Waker, and they're just Dobermans. I'm like, alright. Sure. This is bait. And that checked, and there's definitely fan art of it.
Oh my god, this is the longest walk. What the hell?
But yeah, the Dark Knights have so much like health regen in their main combo, and most content's not that hard. So doing the leveling queues, I would just win fights anyway when the party wiped. That was amusing. People were increasingly confused and baffled and like, what the fuck is happening? Why is he... At one point, somebody was loudly complaining that I was wasting their time by not wiping succinctly with everybody else, because now we have to wait for me. But then I just won. I showed that guy. Fucking loser.
Let's go.
I turn this game down again. The boss music got
loud
so...
again?
Yeah. Ever since we got to the dungeon,
music.
it's been harder and harder to understand you because the, I think you got a little quieter, but also the music just got way louder.
I might just need to be sitting closer to my mic. That might be my fault, I'm sorry.
You're a slouchy, mumbly boy.
Yeah, I was slouching and mumbling. You know me, you know me. Oh!
Always with the slouching and mumbling. Who you think you is?
Oh, about to be on fire, though. Okay. I didn't burn the piano, so you know, head start and all that.
Here
Oh
comes
wait, I think I'm
robot.
gonna be on fire in a second.
That robot has such a small duration that I really find it off-putting that they spend like half of it spawning.
I mean, does that count towards its time alive? Well, what the fuck?
It's not a very satisfying.
Can you change it to be something else that doesn't have such a long spawn timer?
Oh. Oh,
okay.
fuck, I didn't notice the fire thing.
Are you okay?
Oops. I just didn't notice it. I was discussing and talking about other things. I fucked up.
Lower
Technically, I saved a flammable thing by not using it.
What?
Ta-da!
Wait a second. You can't trick me.
It's technically what happened. We've had
Oh crap! You hit the drapes.
No.
That's a version of what's happened
That's
in the
fine.
past.
But Keith didn't use his, so now we have an extra.
Yeah,
That's
I got
true.
a piano. Alright, well, stay away from these things so that when you get hit by the targeted thing, you don't light them on fire. Andrew, you did it anyway. You burned it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Fuck. I didn't see it landing in front of me.
Crap. One
Oh,
of them
I
got
didn't
hit.
burn it. I didn't burn that one.
You fools.
I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm on
But
fire.
yes,
I'm on
your
fire.
the robot superhero lands on one knee and then slowly stands up, and it uses up like 4 of the 10 seconds practically.
Keith, you're on fire again.
Ah, fuck.
Do you
I
have
keep
like
not-
effects turned off?
I mean, I don't look at my character.
Oh. I'm always looking at my character. I have the bar that tells me what it's doing. Like,
I spend
above
more
it.
of my time looking through my combos and stuff. Like, I need to keep track of where I am with all my various, like, combos and what cooldowns are up, and then see where the enemy is. And I'm looking for, like, damage things, so my character just becomes, like, a blurry blob. This is the kind of noise you're...
And there goes the drapes again.
Mwah, mwah.
on the couch.
With how noisy MMOs are, this is why people use mods in WoW that make an air horn go off when the thing is that you need to watch out for is happening. Just to like alert you to like,
that on,
thing
but
is
it doesn't
happening,
do
go!
that. I really needed to do
Just
that.
very helpful for the game to be like, oh, something's happening. And like, okay, cool, and then they can like glance and realize what it is. Because most games, most boss fights have like the one thing you really have to look out for personally. And then a bunch of just kind of stuff that's more continuous, so you're not startled by it as much. Oh. Yeah.
He's gonna do an immediate 360. Nice.
We did
Got
it.
him. Oh yeah, I need to spend my tombstones.
Yeah, same.
KO.
Bum, 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 bum.
That flame just got satiated.
Oh yeah, he was insatiable.
And we all leave satisfied.
I mean, we do.
No one remembers.
Wait, we do? What about this guy? Are we just leaving him alone?
This jacket. Oh my god, this weirdly horny jacket. Oh my.
Oh yeah,
What?
that's where you get the
Excuse
war
me?
jacket. Yep.
What?
What?
It's got a
Yeah.
giant wolf tail and it's got a crisscrossed leather harness front. What the fuck?
Yep.
Wow.
And need.
Damn.
Just gonna put that on
And
real
it does
quick.
replace your other tail.
Look at my floofy tail.
Oh my god.
It's so much. The fucking the crisscrossed leather harness is so much, and it has that shoulder. It has that fucking shoulder top part too. What the fuck?
That is. It's almost like the same color too. That's
I'm pretty sure I've
unfortunate.
seen this exact
could
top,
probably-
like the harness underneath, on sale on online stores before.
Can you wait? Can you dye it?
I need to check.